Hello everyone, I'm Pharmacist Michael, and today I'm going to talk about something that is very important to me, and that is how to stop drinking alcohol. The reason this is so important to me is, like I've said in some of my other videos, one of the most important things you can do to improve your life and your happiness is to get rid of an addiction. And it doesn't matter if it's alcohol or gambling or sex or marijuana or eating. It could be anything. What's important is that you find a way to stop doing it. So, I'm going to talk to you about ways to quit drinking. And number one is the same as it is when you want to do anything. You need to make a decision to stop drinking. This is the first step. Admit that it's a problem. Admit that you need to quit. And make a decision in your mind to stop. Sometimes this is the thing that's the hardest to do for people. They just keep making excuses. Well, I'll quit next week, or I'll quit next month. Or my favorite is, I can quit whenever I want to. I don't have a problem. Okay, then do it. Quit. You know it's going to make your life better. Guys, I stopped drinking alcohol about 14 years ago. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is the single best thing I have ever done for my health, my well-being, and my happiness, and my family. So number one, make the decision to quit. Number two, be committed to this decision that you just made and make it a priority in your life. You need to be committed to this decision. What does that mean? That means when your friends call and they want to have a beer, or they want to meet you somewhere, you say, no, I can't do that. You need to be committed to your decision, and your commitment needs to be better and more important than convenience. I would suggest writing little notes for yourself around your house just to remind yourself, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm done. This is the end. Number two, be committed and make it a priority in your life. Number three, tell others about your decision. Tell people around you that you are done drinking alcohol. Why is this important? This is important because if they're really friends of yours or they're important in your life, they're not going to tempt you with alcohol, at least at the beginning, right? Tell your family and tell your friends that you're done. This also holds you accountable. It's super important to get the knowledge out there, because what's going to happen is if you don't tell anybody, and you're going to end up in some place at a party or at a bar, at a restaurant, and everybody's going to order beers, and you're going to feel out, and you'll think, oh, I can start tomorrow. Guys, there's no tomorrow. You need to do this today. And I'm telling you, I've done this. It gets easier once you get past the first few weeks. You just have to be committed and say, no, I'm not doing it. Number four, know your triggers. What makes you drink? Is it people? I guarantee you there's some people that when you get around, you drink a whole lot more than when you're not with them. People can be one of the biggest triggers. If you have to sever relationships to take your life back, do it. And do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. You can rekindle friendships later. You need to get through the beginning parts. You need to get through the tough part of this. Is it a certain room in your house? Do you drink in the kitchen when you're cooking? Do you drink in front of your TV when you're watching football? Where do you spend your time drinking? Is it a bar? Is it a restaurant? I'm not saying you can never cook in your kitchen again, but just be aware of that place that makes you want to drink. And if it's a bar or a restaurant, stay out of there. Stay out. I would suggest not going to a bar if you're going to stop drinking for at least 6 months. Don't even bother going there. Don't put yourself in a situation that's going to make you drink. Is it emotions? I've talked about this a million times too. Make sure you have coping mechanisms in place. You need coping mechanisms. If something bad happens, you lose a friend, your mom dies, one of your pets dies, you lose your job. Something bad happens, you do not want your only vice to be booze, right? You need something in place to get you through tough times. So learn deep breathing techniques. Learn how to do yoga or Tai Chi. Pray. I'm going to suggest you pray anyway. God can take this away from you. He can take the need for alcohol away from you. Number 5, make new non-drinking friends. Make new friends. Hang out with people that don't drink alcohol. Well, there isn't any of those around. Oh yeah, there is. I know lots of them. There's a bunch of them, guys. And they're some of the most healthy people around. Make new friends that don't drink. Go to church, go to places, and there's certain things where you know there's probably not going to be a lot of drinkers, right? Church is one. I'm not saying everybody that goes to church doesn't drink, but there's less of them there than there is in a bar, right? So go to places where you don't think you're going to run into people who drink and make friends. Number 6, and this is a big one, change the way you think about alcohol. What is alcohol? Alcohol is a drug. Alcohol is a neurotoxin. Alcohol damages your body. Alcohol is poison to your body. Plain and simple, drinking too much alcohol can kill you. Change the way you think about alcohol. If you're an alcoholic and you know who you are, you need to stop drinking, or you're going to end up sick or dead. That's what's going to happen to you. Learn how to think about alcohol in a different way. Do not paint alcohol as a glamorous thing, because it's not. And number 7, and the last thing, read books to help you quit. Now, I have listed 3 books and gave you links to them in the description section of this video. The very first one I'm listing is the one I used. I know it's expensive, but what is your life worth? It wasn't that expensive before when I read it, but it's expensive now. The same guy has a cheaper version, but I haven't read it. I'm telling you that The Easy Way to Stop Drinking by Alan Carr, Allencarr, written in 2005, enabled me to stop drinking alcohol right after I read it. It cured me of the problems of alcohol. And how did it do that? Well, it simply described chapter by chapter what alcohol really does to you and how all the things that you think about it are false. I strongly suggest reading this book. Alan Carr also has a book called Easy Way to Control Alcohol, which I have not read. And the last book that I've listed is called Alcohol and You. Now, I'm going to give you a warning. If you've been drinking alcohol for a long time, or you've tried to quit before and had seizures, or felt like you were going to have seizures, or had super hard withdrawals, I am going to suggest going to your doctor and telling them, I need to stop drinking, I need some help. Maybe you have to go to therapy, I don't know. What I'm telling you, though, is the most important thing that you can do is quit. But alcohol withdrawal can be deadly. It can cause seizures. You can fall and hit your head. It can kill you, guys. So if you have any questions about this, please send me an email. michael.brown@sunshinentc.com. I will help you find a place that will help you stop drinking. I will do that for you. I want people to be happy and healthy. And if you're an alcoholic, one of the fastest ways you can get there is if you stop drinking alcohol. If you know somebody who is an alcoholic, or somebody that wants to stop drinking, or even somebody who doesn't want to stop drinking that might benefit from watching this video, please send this video to them. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for more happy and healthy information. My name's Pharmacist Michael. Be happy and be healthy.